All right, let's do something positive. We want to know why you're kissing a tree.
Yes. Well, it's more than just positive. It's something that's sweet. Even though it's snowing outside and all that, did you know it's maple sugaring season?
What?
So I decided to go straight to the source for my Alex Around Town. I joined the 8th grade students of Baldi Middle School at Fox Chase Farm to tap into the maple sugaring season fun. The drip that we're seeing, this is about as fast as it goes?
It can go faster.
Just a little bit
It's
faster?
completely controlled by the weather.
Pete Kurtz, who's in charge of sweetening up the season, showed us the beginning of the slow as syrup process. So how much can you get in a day? How much
You can get more than a gallon on a good day.
Oh, okay.
Over the course of the season, you figure from every hole you put in the tree, you get 10 gallons.
You can tell Pete is proud to be surrounded by sap. And what is it that you said? If someone calls you a sap,
Say thank you.
I'd rather just eat the sap or drink the sap than be called.
Well, that's inside. We can let you drink some sap inside.
Let's do it. Next, you have to boil the sap to make it even sweeter.
The water evaporates, the sugar stays in the pan. So the more we cook it, the sweeter it becomes.
Oh, then I say cook it for a long time.
What we're trying to do here is boil it down so we can fit it into here.
This Saturday's Maple Sugar Day is also a day rooted in history.
It has always been sort of a celebration of the end of winter, and it was sort of a festival time. It was the only sugar the Native Americans had.
Nowadays, there's all kinds of sugar and all kinds of ways to use it. And no one knows that more than Pete. So you must put sugar on everything.
Well, I'd like to cook, and I always feel like just a little bit of sugar helps almost everything.
Well, if you're Mary Poppins, she says a spoonful of sugar is good.
A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down.
But even a spoonful from scratch can take up to 5 hours to make, depending on what equipment you have. But here at Fox Chase Farm, Pete makes sure it doesn't take long to get to the sweet stuff. So we went to the tree, we got the sap, then we went over and we boiled it, then we filtered it, and then we boiled it again, and then now we have our candy.
It's almost that simple.
I simplified it. Okay, but here we go, the finished product.
But now you have to try it.
Ooh, it looks good.
And I would recommend just nibble.
Why? It's
Try
candy.
that.
I won't put the whole thing in. Okay,
That
this
looks like
one?
a good one. Just take a bite of that.
A little bite.
It'll melt in your mouth.
Oh, that's good. That's really
And that
good.
is just boiled sap. That's all it is.
That's all
boiled
it
sap.
is?
That's all it is. Nothing added.
8th grader Raquel Carter doesn't nibble. She took a big bite. Is it good? So do you think you could eat the whole thing? Why not?
Too sweet.
Too sweet. Okay. I bet your dentist will be glad that you said that. Yeah. They're so good it makes you wonder. Since he's around it every day, how many does Pete eat? How many of these do you eat in a day?
Me? Okay.
He carries them with him.
That's great.
I love
Only
it.
during the season.
That man knows all about sugar, and he loves his sugar. So thank you, Pete, for letting us tag along with Baldi Middle School, and thank you, Principal Hostetter, for letting us tag in there. The 8th grade class, they're so wonderful. So thank you to all of them. But if you would like to go Maple Sugar Day, it's a one-day-only special at Fox Chase Farm. It's $3, and you get to go and you get to try all the fresh candy.
I would do
and
that.
you get to go on a tour and learn about the animals. It's a lot of fun. So I brought a treat. Now here's the thing.
Fun.
It's fresh, so I put it in my purse, and
It got mushed.
it got mushed.
Oh.
But I have another bag, and so one of them's only half mushed, the other's fine.
I don't mind mush.
Look at that.
I don't
Okay.
mind mushed
It's going
either.
to get
So-
mushed in here.
So the
Yes.
day's tomorrow from 12 to 4?
12 to 4, yes.
I might do
And it's
that with
rain
the
or
kids.
shine. It just might go inside a little bit more if it's bad out there. What do you think of the fresh maple sugar?
That is fantastic. So
And it melts in your mouth. It's so good.
when you cook, you know, and your mom or whatever, my mom would make brown sugar. You pour it out of the box, the brown sugar. Pick it up and squeeze it together and eat it. That's exactly what this is.
It basically is, yeah. Now you know all the work that goes on behind it.
I'm always fascinated, and Sue, you can come in on this. I'm fascinated about the first person to ever try something in the history of the world.
Like who decided to tap a tree and taste what came out of it?
Let's stick something into a tree, and the goo that runs out, we'll eat it. Or
How about
drink
like
it.
onions or something? Like who decides that? Like initially, how did you decide an onion could be yummy?
But you know, people now are selling maple water. And if you go to Whole Foods,
That's
they
right.
have it bottled and so expensive. It's supposed to be the new thing.
Who
So-
invented cottage cheese?
Oh my God.
And the joke was always, and when did they know they were finished making it? You know, because it looks kind of... Here, Sue.
I like it on pears.
I have a feeling a lot of that happened by accident.
I agree.
Yes.
It usually does. All right, let's get to your weekend because